Jeet. Hello everyone, I hope everybody is doing great. So this will be a kind of unscheduled video because normally I post one video a week, but I got so many queries, so I could not sit back and relax and decided to make another video as soon as possible. It's Sunday today, a day off for me. I planned for going out and enjoy a nice sunny day in Canada, but yeah, here I am making a video for you guys. So let's start. In today's video, I'm gonna discuss how to make your CV attractive for cruise line. Also, how to prepare your questionnaires for interview, from where to prepare, and what should you include in your CV that's relevant to the interviewer from the cruise line. Also, what are the questions asked me by the interviewer on my interview on NCL and on my interview when I was on AIDA cruise. So all these things I will be discussing in this video today, so stay tuned. So first things first, when you are going for an interview, the first part of the interview is HR interview. So HR will be talking to you. She will be asking some questions. She will be looking into your CV. She will cross-verify the things that you have written on your CV with you. So you have to tell the exact words, the exact experience, the exact date from sign on, sign off, the last company, exactly the same that you have written on your CV. So this is the easy part. The second part is you have to be fluent when they ask for your intro. So this is the part they are checking your English fluency. So you have to be fluent. So better you prepare your intro and rehearsal it before going to the interview. And yes, they will try to make some jokes in between, and don't try avoiding to stay like a robot, not laughing and emotional. Try to be cool and nice, so that they can check that you are not getting nervous and your vocabulary is good, your English is good. So yeah, so HR will make some jokes. HR will ask you the questions on your CV, and HR will ask you your intro. That's all. So the HR part of the interview is finished. So that's all HR will ask you. The next part is the technical interview. So the next part of the interview will be taken by the chief engineer of the ship you are joining. So I would like to give you a nice trick. So when they scheduled your interview, they will be scheduling your interview for half an hour, 30 minutes. So at max they would come 5 minutes late because they have to set up their camera, they have to end up another call from another a candidate. So at max you will get 5 minutes delay, so you got 25 minutes. In this 25 minutes, if you can get HR busy in your conversation, the more you spend the time with HR, the less time you will spend with chief engineer interviewing your technical part. So it's up to you guys. You want to spend more time with HR and less time with chief engineer, or you are technically very strong, so you want more time with chief engineer and less time with HR. So adjust yourself with your own comfortable zone. So this is one of my trick for guys who don't want to be more technically involved in the interview. So let's come to the CV part. I will discuss the technical interview part at the end because first things first, your CV plays an important role in the technical interview. So on your CV, try to make it in one page, not 2, 3, 4 pages. CV should be in one page. The most important thing for them is how many ships you have done, in how many companies. Write exactly the sign-on, sign-off date of your contracts, how many contracts, total number of days you have been on board, and in each contract try to write your responsibilities, your duties, the machineries which you are dealing, and the machineries for which you are in charge. So try to write all these things in each contract. Like from 2001 to 2002, I have been with fleet management, and I have been sailing as a fourth engineer. So my duties are compressors, purifiers, pumps, like this. If you're a third engineer, your generators, boilers. So each of the contract, you have to write down exactly what are the machineries, and try to write in all contracts that you have been doing watch keeping. So guys, they want the guys who are doing watch in all the cruise ship. There is watch keeping, there is no UMS. You guys might think that, okay, there is a new generation cruise ship, so if I tell that I am doing watch keeping, they might reject you. No, even if the latest model of cruise ship, they have watch keeping, there is no UMS. So try to focus on watch keeping, because they need the guys who are experienced in watch keeping. I will come to this at later for the interview part. So this is the CV part. So the first thing is write the contracts from where to where you from which date to which date you sail, the companies, the total sailing period, and the machineries in each contract which you have worked with, dealt with, overall with, and lastly the watch keeping. Yeah, this is the CV part. Now we will come to the interview part. So how to prepare yourself for the interview for a cruise line. Listen carefully, guys. When you applied for a job and they give you the reply will be like, I will give you the screenshot of mine email, the reply which I have got, so you can check it. So they will send a reply that my name is Jyoti Das. So they will send, Mr. Das, as you have accepted our offer, so you will be getting this salary, and your job description will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there will be 2-3 different categories, and they will describe my job description. So take each and every point from the job description and prepare yourself what you will say if they ask any question from any of this para or sentence from the job description. So this is the important part. They will not ask you from any other thing. They will only ask you from the job description and your CV. So first I will discuss the job description. Like in the job description, it will be written like you have to do watch keeping in the engine room under second engineer. So try to prepare yourself if they ask you what are the things you do in your watch keeping. So watch keeping, prepare yourself a para for watch keeping. Like if they tell you that you have to work on purifier on the job description, try to prepare yourself if they ask you what will you do in a safety point of view before overhauling a purifier. So these are the things. Pick out each and every point on the job description and prepare yourself a para, what you will answer. And the same is for CV. Whatever you write on your CV, if the interviewer asks you any of this question, that okay, you have experience in boiler, tell me what are the tests of boiler water you are doing on board. So prepare yourself for each and every point you are writing on your CV. They will ask only from your CV and from the job description, nowhere else. So I will give an example on the main part of my video, so stay tuned. So this is the CV and a job description. So you have to prepare from your CV and a job description. So for example, I will take one question from my job description and one question from my CV. So I will give an example. What was my answer and what was the question? So as I told you guys, on the cruise ship, they want the guys who has well experience on watchkeeping. So the interviewer, the chief engineer, asked me, if you are a new guy on a cruise ship and you are on watchkeeping, from the safety point of view, what are the things most important for you? So I know lots of guys will say, watchkeeping, I will take nice rounds within half an hour, 15 minutes break. I will check all the pressures, temperatures, all the, if there is any vibration, noise, if there is leakage of fuel oil, lube oil, all these things. I know everybody should be answering these things, but the thing they want to know is, let's hear my answer and then compare yours with mine. So as I am new on board cruise ship and I am on my watch duty, so the first and the most important thing for me is safety. So I will try to locate the firefighting equipments like fire pumps, how many fire pumps are there, on which compartments are there, the foam fighting equipments, the fire extinguishers, and the emergency stops for each and every machinery in the event of emergency. So I will try to locate these things. Moreover, there are mini fog system, I mean high fog or mini fog system. Each system has its own activating point inside the engine room and from the ECR. The ECR part is easy. I will try to locate where are this manual activating point for a high fog, because I'm a watchkeeper. My reaction time can make a big difference. Also, I will try to locate the quick closing valves, because in the event of fire of DGs and any other machineries like purifier, I have to close the quick closing valves immediately. So from the safety point of views, I will try to locate each and every safety equipments, each and every safety things properly, and try to remember it as soon as I can. And after that, I will try to take nice rounds, frequent rounds, check all the pressures, temperatures, check all the vibrations, if there is any noise. So yeah, that's all. That's all will be my answer. So you guys have an idea. Even if the simplest question you've been asked by the chief engineer, you have to go from the safety point of view, because they will not ask any technical question. They will not go deep in technical, because the Europeans, when they take interview, they trust on you. They trust on your certificates. As long as you have second engineer's license or fourth engineer's license, they believe that the license is not fake, and you are good to perform each and every duties that this license guaranteed. So they will not check your knowledge. They will only check is your safety, how sensitive you are with your safeties. This is the first thing. So this is the question which might be they ask you from your job description. Now let's pick up a question which has been asked by the chief engineer on NCL from my CV. So he asked me, so among all of your contracts, what are the machineries you have been working? I told him all the machineries, and he told me, okay, Mr. Das, if you want to overhaul a purifier from the safety point of view, what will be your course of action? So my answer, guys, listen to my answer. So the first thing is, I will go to the switchboard room and switch off the panel for the purifier. This is the first thing. The second thing, what they wants to hear from you is, I will take the lockout and tag out and put it on the panel. So this is the most important thing they would like to hear from you, the lockout tag out. After that, I will call the electricians for disconnecting the motor and de-energizing it, and then I will isolate it from high pressure water, high pressure air, steam, fuel oil. After isolating it, I will release the pressure from some venting cocks and de-energize it or depressurize it. And after that, when I am sure that it is safe to work, I will start overhauling it or opening it. So this is a normal way of explaining things but you have to be more careful from the safety point of view. They might ask you, what about the bunkering? How do you perform the bunkering? So they want to listen. Yeah, the bunkering question has been asked from my previous company, Ida Cruise. So while bunkering, what are the safety things you have done? I just I just explained everything of the bunkering, right? From 3 days before, we take sounding, we take calculation, this, that, 90% allowance. We calculate the volume by temperature correction factors. I tell them the formula. I tell them that on the bunkering day we will test the alarms, we will test the phone on the bunker station, we will test the hand signals, we will bring the SOAP equipment, each and everything I told. But at the end they told me that you would have told the only one thing: checklist. I should bring the checklist, I should follow the checklist, I should tick each and every thing that is mentioned in the checklist, and that's it. They don't want to hear each and every description, because the way of the hand signals, in spite of these hand signals, they can use walkie-talkie. So everybody has its own approach for the job. What they want to hear is the checklist. So this is a rough example of what are the questions they may ask and how should be your approach. So the last thing that I want to say is, what are the questions that were asked by the interviewer on the NCL and on the Ida Cruise. They asked me some questions like, have you ever been involved in a teamwork? What was your role in the teamwork? Is there any emergency on board during your last contracts? If yes, what is the emergency and what was your role? So bunkering I already told you. And yeah, one more question they ask is, Mr. Das, you have mentioned that you have been working on boiler, pumps, purifiers, evaporators, osmosis. So how would you rate yourself in boiler, purifier, main engines and osmosis? So they asked me, how do I want to rate? They want to check whether I am telling the truth or I am just bluffing, So these are the questions. So guys, if you want me to make another video of the questions that I was asked and what are the answers, please comment me below. If I get more and more comments, I will try to make a separate video for my answers. So that's all for today. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.